Hello there. On this page and in this video we're going to talk about best grain mill for fine flour um, grinding, and if you're watching this on YouTube you can actually go down and click on the URL at the top of the description box to pop on over to our website, and I hope you do that because we've got 5 in-depth reviews on each one of the top rated mills for grinding fine flour. And we're going to start with the first one here. The Grand Poobah of all is a Nutramil Classic 76200 high-speed grain mill. And I really like this one for a couple of reasons. One, it's much more quiet in the way it's designed. It can crank out a lot of flour in a short amount of time. And one of the real benefits of this one is that the way it's constructed, it doesn't get too hot, because sometimes in the grinding process it can get so hot that it will actually damage the nutrients in the wheat berry or the other type of grain. So that's a real plus on this one. There's the Wondermill grain mill, and I really like this one. It pumps out an enormous amount of flour. It's got a huge reservoir, 12 cups. And again, this has got a separate reservoir and grinder construction, and that really helps with the noise, as well as really keeping the dust down. You don't want to, every time you grind flour, have to then go and dust all your furniture, right? Here's a Victorio VKP 1024 hand-operated grain mill, and this is really perfect to have around for grinding just enough flour for a loaf of bread or for cereal. You can crank out more, but I'll tell you what, it gives you a workout. But if you don't have electricity, or you're concerned about electricity going out, then this is definitely an option that you want to have in your back pocket. Here's another version of the Wonder Mill. The Wonder Mill is Ease. It's got, as you can see, it's got the massive reservoir. This is the most recent version, so you can you've got the grinder here on the left, and the reservoir where the flour is deposited is here on the right. And then finally, you've got the Flour Mill, Wonder Mill Junior Hand Mill Flour Mill, and this is really perfect. You can put this right on a tabletop, and you can crank out a fair amount of flour or cereal substance from this one. You can see it's got a really good sized reservoir, and it's got the long handle, so you got really good leverage when you're grinding wheat. I don't know if you've ever done this with a hand mill, but it can be a bit of a workout. But we in our family love doing it. We just hand it off to different people for each one to kind of have their go at it. Well, there you are. Go ahead and click on any of the links or pictures below to learn a whole lot more. You can read our in-depth articles. You can see what customers say. And thanks so much for dropping by.